Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're back with another sci-fi review. This time we're reviewing the sci-fi original series, The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 8, titled Salvage. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, you're going to want to skip this video and come back later, because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. Okay, this is the episode we've been waiting for a little while. All of the storylines converged in this episode.
Yes.
Holden and his crew hooked up with Miller on Eros, and
Yes.
wow, what an amazing scene that was, first of all.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was a great scene. Amos in this episode was awesome.
Yes.
And Amos in this show, he's a character that's like, sometimes you're like, oh my god, what a bastard. And sometimes he's just awesome.
Yeah, he's kind of, to me, he kind of reminds me of Shane, where
A little bit.
he is a jerk a lot of times, but when he does stuff, he saves the day a lot. Like, he does stuff that needs to be done, or he's actually good.
He was the only one, the entire crew of the Rocinante, that noticed that they were getting ready to be attacked inside the hotel.
Yeah, like, he noticed that something wasn't right with all the people suddenly coming into this hotel that had nobody in it.
And he noticed it right off, too. He was like, wait a second, this is unusual.
But I think he noticed it right off because he's been suspicious of that guy, their stowaway.
Kenzo, I think his name is.
He has been suspicious of him from the get-go. He wanted to space him right away. And so I think he might have actually been looking for a reason to take him down, and that just happened. That was why he caught it and not anybody else.
Amos is rocketing to the top of my list of characters.
Yeah.
Like, he's a character that sometimes he is just so frustrating, and you almost hate him, but then he goes and does something like this, and totally saves the day, because if he hadn't been paying attention, the entire crew would be dead.
Yeah. And the attack in the hotel was, I think that was the hit on Holden that they were talking about on Earth, and I'm really glad it didn't work, because that would kind of cut out Earth's story, and I love Earth's story, even though there's barely any there, but I really enjoy it.
The interesting thing is Kenzo is Christian's personal spy, basically. And somebody else, not Christian, ordered the hit on Holden. So is Kenzo kind of a double agent or something? Because he's working for Christian, who is trying to protect Holden, but this other guy orders the hit. So maybe Kenzo is working both for and against Christian? Who knows? I'm not really sure where Kenzo's allegiance truly lie. I don't see him living much longer, though, because I think if Amos ever sees him again, he's a dead man.
I agree with that. He is totally dead.
But I think my favorite scenes in this episode were aboard the Anubis.
Yes. The Anubis, when they went to check that out, it felt very much like Aliens, where it's dark and confined space, and everybody's on alert because they don't know what's in it. It was such an homage to Aliens. I really liked it.
Like, the only thing that was missing was motion trackers.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. And it was just so creepy. And then the blue glowing monster came back.
Yes.
Yay, we've been waiting for that. And what's interesting, or the question I was left with at the end of those scenes when they left the asteroid and they left the Anubis behind, was the blue glowing monster, whatever it is, it eats energy. That's like its source of nourishment. And they nuked it on their way out.
Yeah.
What is that going to mean anything? Did they just supercharge this thing and doom the solar system? Yeah,
because Naomi even mentioned it. Like, she turns everything off and she's like, I think it's feeding on the energy. And then they nuke it. Yeah, it's like, they just gave it a giant source of energy. I mean, I'm sure they thought that it would kill it, but I don't think it did. I think it's going to supercharge it.
Yeah. And then when they got to room 22 in the hotel, the first thing Naomi notices is the power's all been shut down. So she's like, wait a second, something's up. The power's all off.
Yeah, she got it right away. She was like, no, this is not a struggle. This is somebody taking out the power.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Naomi is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, she is.
And in the saddest moment that we've gotten in a while, Miller, he's been searching and searching and searching, trying to find some kind of lead to Julie Mao, and he finally finds her in this episode, and she's dead.
Yeah.
And wow, it was just so tragic because it meant so much to Miller. Because through the course of his investigation, he totally fell in love with her.
Yeah, and he's lost his entire life because of his investigation of her, and it's so sad that it didn't end well. Like, he finds her and she's already dead.
And when he's on his way to Eros, and he's talking to the Mormon says, true faith is a great risk. And Miller is totally operating on faith right now. Like, he doesn't know if she's alive. He doesn't know for sure she's on Eros. Mm-hmm. And he gets there and she's dead. So yes, true faith is like the ultimate risk. And his risk ended up being very tragic. And how that is going to affect him in the future. Because next week is the season finale.
Yeah.
So his state of mind in the next episode is a 2-hour episode.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see the character development his character goes through during next week's episode.
And when they're on the way up to room 22, Miller does say that more authorities, more thugs are on their way. So I got to imagine the next episode kicks off with them having to fight their way out of the hotel.
Maybe, because before going upstairs, Miller made a call to his cop buddy on Eros saying, you're going to get a report of shots fired at the hotel. I sure hope you're the one who responds. Yeah. So, it could be him who responds and they get out scot-free, or the message might not have gotten through in time and they have to fight their way out.
Yeah. And maybe his cop buddy is going to be there to run interference. Maybe not. Either way, from the promo, it looks like the contagion that's mentioned in the promo has got to be the blue glowy monster.
Yeah, yeah.
And it looks like things are going to get very, very bad on Eros and maybe for the rest of the solar system. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it for this review. If we missed anything, if there's something you think we should have mentioned that we didn't, or if we got something wrong, let us know down in the comments and we can discuss it. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to tell us by clicking that like button and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.